Now we about to watch the shocking rise, fall, and rise of Michael Vick. If your nuts hang low, pause, and you a grown man on some grown man-ish, you know Mike Vick. Now, if you're a little teeny bopper, a little pipsqueak, a little when Dak Prescott, when Patrick Mahomes, little baby, more than 2005, 2007, you probably don't know Mike Vick. But this for the OGs, the real gangsters. We about to watch what's going on with my boy. What happened with my boy. What happened with Mike Vick other than the dog shit. You feel me? But let's lock in. Let's get to it.
Michael Vick.
Hey! Cool, saucy.
Few athletes have experienced a career as turbulent and transformative as Michael Vick's. From a childhood marked by hardship to becoming one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in NFL history, Vick's journey is a testament to human resilience and the capacity for growth. So in this video, we're going to be discussing the story of Michael Vick, from going to prison to redeeming himself entirely. Subscribe. Michael Vick was born on June 26, 1980, in Newport News, Virginia. The city, nicknamed Bad News, was notorious for its high crime rates, economic struggles, and prevalence of gang activity. Vick grew up in the Ridley Circle housing project, where the streets were dangerous and opportunities were very scarce. Despite the odds, his mother, Brenda, was determined to...
He look like one of my cousins. I ain't gonna lie. Mike Vick look like one of my cousins, bro. On everything I love, man. If only my cousin had the skills like Mike Vick, it'd be a different type of, you know what I'm saying, discussion going on right now. But I always respected Mike Vick. I had a Mike Vick jersey when I was a little teeny bopper. You feel me? I was a little bitty teeny bopper when Mike Vick was saucing people up. Back when QB used to have to sit in the pocket like a Carmex. You feel me? Back when QBs had to sit in the pocket like a Carmex, Michael Vick was saucing like AI. He was like the AI football, you know what I'm saying?
To provide a better future for her children. Brenda worked multiple jobs, including as a school bus driver and at a seafood processing plant, to make ends meet. Her work ethic and sacrifices were pivotal in shaping Vick's character. Football became Michael's escape from the harsh realities of his environments. By the age of 8, he was already showing exceptional talent on the field, throwing footballs with precision and running with unmatched speed. Encouraged by his mother and mentors, Vick pursued the sport with determination, seeing it as his ticket to a better life. In high school, he was coached by former NFL player and then high school coaching legend Tommy Riemann.
Look at that dot, though.
Coaching legend Tommy Riemann. Riemann coached other star athletes like his ticket to a better life.
Look at that dot.
School, he was coached by former NFL player and
Bam! Bam! What? On the run.
Then high school coaching legend Tommy Riemann. Riemann coached other star athletes like Aaron Brooks and even NBA Hall of Famer Allen Iverson.
Makes sense.
Vick was the best of them all.
What'd I just say? Mike Vick was the football version of AI at that time, bro. If you don't know AI, all these players rocket tattoo. Now I want to see no slight to Dennis Rodman at all, but all these streetwear tatted up gangster, them basketball players became like that after Allen Iverson. They were wearing big ass suits back in the day. They got that from AI, man. All them tattoos and stuff. AI started it. Cut it out.
Michael's unique blend of elite athleticism, precise throwing abilities, and clutch plays made him one of the nation's top quarterbacks. He had offers all over the nation, but for Vick, the decision came down to two prominent schools, Syracuse and Virginia Tech. Syracuse was thought to be the favorite due to Vick's love and admiration for Syracuse legend Donovan McNabb, but Vick wanted to do something different. Despite his love for Donovan McNabb, Vick decided to attend Virginia Tech to build his own legacy.
Yeah.
Michael Vick began his college career on the bench, as he would redshirt.
Donovan McNabb was solid too. What did he play for? The Eagles. I think he played for the Eagles. I didn't know he was older than him, but...
freshman year. But by 1999, Vick was the starting quarterback and quickly became a national sensation. His ability to combine a strong throwing arm with remarkable speed made him a dual-threat quarterback unlike any the sport had ever seen.
Yep, he was the
That
first.
season, Vick led the Hokies to an undefeated regular season and a spot in the BCS National Championship game.
Hey, that boy
Florida
started
State.
it.
Against Florida State, the game quickly became out of hand. In the second quarter, the Seminoles held a 28-7 lead, and everything pointed to a Seminoles blowout. But Vick was not done yet. 22 points unanswered by Vick and the Hokies. Unfortunately, it was too little, too late. Virginia Tech fell short in the title game, losing 29-46. But Vick's performance solidified his status as one of the nation's brightest stars. He finished third in Heisman voting that year, a rare feat for a freshman. His redshirt sophomore season saw more success for Vick and the Hokies. The team went 11-1, with their only loss coming to the number 3 ranked Miami Hurricanes, a game in which Vick did not play due to a sprained ankle. The Hokies would end the season with a Gator Bowl victory over the Clemson Tigers, and by the time his
Clemson!
ended,
Boo! I'm from South Carolina. Clemson. Boo!
he had to make a decision: enter the NFL draft or return to Virginia Tech to continue to build his legacy. Initially, Vick wanted to return, but after a visit back to his family in Bad News, Virginia, he decided that this decision was bigger than himself. Thus, he would enter the 2001 NFL Draft. His extraordinary playmaking ability and charisma made him a favorite among fans and scouts alike. The 2001 NFL Draft was filled with many stars, including players like Drew Brees, LaDainian Tomlinson, Steve Hutchinson, Richard Seymour.
LaDainian Tomlinson was, oh my God, he played with the Chargers. He was a beast. Now you're talking my era. These football players, my era. You feel me? When I like football. Football mid as hell now, bro. Like, mid.
And Reggie Wayne. Yet, despite all these stars and Hall of Famers, Vick was the most coveted of them all. So when draft day came, this would happen.
The first selection in the 2001 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Michael Vick, quarterback, Virginia Tech.
The Atlanta Falcons selected Michael Vick as the first overall pick in the NFL Draft, making him the first African-American quarterback to be drafted first overall.
That's what's up.
I was afraid. I was afraid 3 years prior that I was going to get my position changed, that I wasn't going to hold up as a quarterback. And, it was my coaches who made me believe. Andy Reid taking Donovan McNabb, who looked like me, who I played like 3 years later, just showed the growth of the NFL.
Yeah.
In a sense. And so I was super proud of that. In that moment, just as proud as I was to be the first African-American quarterback to be drafted #1.
The expectations were immense, but Vick did not disappoint. After a rookie season where Vick played sparingly, Vick would be inserted as the starting quarterback in his second year.
Okay.
His first year as a starter, the Falcons started 1-3, and even though Vick showed flashes, it just was not clicking. But after a 20-6 loss against the Buccaneers, the Atlanta Falcons and Michael Vick would go on a tear, winning 7 of their next 8, with their only non-win ending in an overtime tie against the Pittsburgh Steelers. By season end, Vick had earned a Pro Bowl selection.
Let's
and
go.
led the Falcons to the playoffs, where they would match up against the 12-4 Green Bay Packers. Despite
Look at Brett Favre, one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. Brett Favre, that's my dog. Number 4. Let's go.
Underdogs, the Falcons would upset Favre and the Green Bay Packers 27-7. Michael Vick's a great player. He made some great plays. We couldn't tackle him, the Packers head coach said. The following week, Vick and the Falcons would go on to lose to the Eagles, but the team's future looked extremely bright. Vick's unique playing style redefined the quarterback position. His unparalleled ability to evade defenders and make explosive plays turned him into a
He a scramble runner sometimes. Like, if the play wasn't set for him to run the ball, he's like, oh, he's covered. He's covered. He didn't run his route right. Oh, it's too. Oh, then he makes something out of nothing. That's what made Michael Vick so, like, he made something out of nothing, man.
Constant human highlight reel. With expectations higher in 2003, the team was thought to be a contender in the NFC.
He's left-handed too. That's crazy.
Unfortunately, that just wasn't the case. In a meaningless preseason game against the Baltimore Ravens, Vick took off on a careless scramble. During the play, Vick would break his fibula. He would be sidelined for the majority of the season. In his absence, the team struggled mightily. The team would go 5-11, with most of their wins coming late in the season once Vick returned. But 2004 proved to be a return to form for Vick and the Falcons.
Look at him.
The team went 11-5.
Like a running back out there.
The team had a wild card bye and soon would be matching up with the St. Louis Rams in the divisional round. Michael Vick would only throw for 82 passing yards, but added 119 rushing yards to go along with 2
Jesus
touchdowns.
Christ.
The following week, Atlanta and Vick would square off against the Philadelphia Eagles in the conference championship game. The Eagles were led by none other than Donovan McNabb,
Yep.
Vick's childhood hero. The Eagles were a special team. Led by Andy Reid, the Eagles would go 13-3 and cruise past the Minnesota Vikings in the divisional round. This was a tough matchup for the Falcons. At halftime, the game was close, with the Eagles holding on to a 14-10 lead, but unfortunately for Vick, the second half was rough. The Falcons were shut out in the second half, and the Eagles would rout the Falcons 27-10.
Dang.
Vick played, well, poor, passing for only 136 yards and having an interception. Vick's signature rushing ability was also noticeably gone, having only 4 rushes for 26 yards. Their season concluded, but still hope was in the air. Vick would sign a 10-year, $138 million contract.
10 years? Oh my God. Is it too late for me to learn how to play football? They getting 10-year contracts.
Becoming the NFL's highest paid player. His jersey became a bestseller, and his influence
Facts.
extended
I had
beyond
one.
the field as he became a cultural icon. His unique playstyle and his swagger on and off the field made Michael Vick a beloved figure in Atlanta. But then something would change. 2005 and 2006 saw the Atlanta Falcons not living up to the hype at all. Despite Vick putting up solid numbers, the Falcons would go a combined 15-17 and miss the playoffs in both years. Vick would be named a Pro Bowler in 2005, but things would
Carolina.
go from not so good
They're my
to
boys.
somehow even worse. Off the field, Vick maintained a larger-than-life persona, enjoying the perks of fame and fortune. However, this lifestyle would eventually contribute to his downfall, as it distanced himself from the discipline and focus that had initially driven his success. In 2007, Michael Vick's world would come crashing down. Federal investigators uncovered a dogfighting operation known as Bad News Kennels, based on Vick's property in Virginia. The operation involved the breeding, fighting, and execution of dogs.
Dang.
The gruesome details, including methods of killing underperforming dogs.
Look, no dogs were harmed in the filming of this. This right here, what I got going on. It's messed up. I'm a dog lover, you feel me? So, I'm more of a German Shepherd guy, you feel me? But hey, all dogs are treated equal around here.
Shocked the public and tarnished Vick's image and reputation. Vick would initially deny any involvement, but mounting evidence led to his indictment on federal felony charges. Facing overwhelming legal pressure, Vick pleaded guilty in August 2007 and was sentenced to 23 months in federal prison.
Bad News Kennels was started us wanting to breed pit bulls with the patches and the ones that, you know, look pretty, and it was show dogs, and we was gonna sell them. And it just went from one aspect to another. It was kind of scary back there. Everything was all black. That was our cover-up. We had a place where we trained the dogs. We had, you know, and 50 dogs on, like, chains. It was the area where we had all the medicines and things that we used. Then you go upstairs, and that's where they used to tangle.
The scandal had far-reaching consequences. Vick's lucrative endorsements were terminated, and the NFL suspended him indefinitely. Financially, he filed for bankruptcy, losing millions of dollars in the process.
That sucks, bro.
The fallout extended beyond the legal and financial repercussions. Vick became a symbol of cruelty and excess, and his actions ignited a national conversation about animal rights.
You know what's so crazy about that? I'm gonna be real. Now I'm about to step on some damn toes. People be child predators, and they get out of jail, and they treat it like a normal human, though they harmed other humans. And I'm a dog lover. I'm a dog lover, don't get this wrong. This man, yeah, he did what he did was cruel, but it was cruel to dogs. Dogs will never have rights like humans. They're not humans. I don't care how much you think, oh, this is my baby. No, it's not. It's a dog at the end of the day. And if worst come to worst, that dog will probably eat you. If it gets hungry enough, it'll probably kill you, eat you. Or if you die, it'll probably eat your dead body. A human won't do that probably 9 times out of 10. They'll find some way. So the fact that it took so long for them to forgive him for his mistake, but they'll forgive somebody who was a child predator, was always fishy to me. It was always a little bit weird. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Rights and ethics in professional sports. For many, his fall from grace was a cautionary tale of squandered potential and moral failure. While serving his sentence at Leavenworth Federal Penitentiary, Michael Vick began to reflect on his life and decisions. He committed himself to personal growth and accountability, understanding the gravity of his actions.
I take full responsibility for my actions. Not for 1 second will I sit right here and point the finger and try to blame anybody else for my actions or what I've done. I'm totally responsible.
Upon his release in 2009, Vick faced the daunting task of rebuilding his life and reputation. One of the first steps in his redemption was partnering with organizations like the Humane Society to speak out against animal cruelty. Vick's public apologies were met with skepticism by many, but his actions over time demonstrated a genuine commitment to change. He participated in community outreach programs, mentored at-risk youth, and used his platform to educate others about the consequences of dogfighting. His NFL career was put on pause, rightfully so, but due to his positive changes in 2009, the Philadelphia Eagles would take a chance on Michael Vick, signing him to a 10-year deal. The decision was met with controversy, as fans and animal rights activists protested the move. Despite the backlash, Vick gradually regained his footing in the league. By 2010, he had reclaimed the starting quarterback position and delivered one of his best years of his career. Vick's performance earned him the NFL Comeback Player of the Year.
That's all right. See, what happened was he got a little too big, got a little too big. He had to come down to earth, went to jail for some bullshit, shake back right. You got to shake back right. You gotta come back better.
The Year award, as well as another Pro Bowl selection. He demonstrated improved maturity and leadership both on and off the field. He finished the 2010 season with a then career high of 3,018 passing yards and 21 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions. Despite not playing ball for 3 years, Vick's athletic ability was still there, as he finished 2010 with 676 rushing yards and 9 rushing touchdowns. The Eagles finished the season with a 10-6 record and ultimately fell to the eventual Super Bowl champions in Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers in the wild card round. For the next couple seasons between 2011 and 2013, Michael Vick would stay in Philadelphia and saw many highs and many lows. Despite playing well when healthy, he struggled with injuries and struggled to find team success. By 2014, Vick decided to leave the Eagles to head to the New York Jets. In New York, he would be the backup quarterback to then young quarterback Geno Smith. With the New York Jets, he only started in 3 games, where he only threw for 604.
I don't remember that era, so after the Eagles, I thought he was out the league.
Passing yards and had 153 rushing yards. His last stop was in 2015, where he served a backup role for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This would mark the end of his NFL career. He finished his NFL career with 22,464 passing yards, 133 passing touchdowns, and 88 interceptions. Of course, Vick was known for his rushing ability throughout his career. For his career, he had 6,109 rushing yards and 36 rushing touchdowns. Vick is only one of 3 NFL quarterbacks who had ever thrown for over 20,000 passing yards and 5,000 rushing yards, though soon quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson and maybe Josh Allen will likely enter this as well. Vick's resurgence served as a testament to second chances. While he would never fully escape the shadow of his past, his efforts to reform and contribute positively to society resonated with many. His NFL career ended with much respect, and even though his past actions are irredeemable, we can accept the fact that he has changed and truly became a better person.
Appreciate
After
you.
Retiring from
I appreciate that guy for breaking that down that way. Like, sometimes when people make mistakes, everybody make mistakes. People that are not in the spotlight, they act like, oh, let's hold them to perfection. Bro, you got mistakes in your family too. Relax, bro. You got to remember, these people are not inhuman just because they're famous, bro. They're regular people like us. So don't hold them to the standard. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate his ability on the football field.
Professional football in 2017, Michael Vick transitioned into broadcasting, becoming an analyst for Fox Sports. He also continued his advocacy work.
He like a gangster, bro.
Mentorship.
He look like somebody I'll run into in my hometown. Like, hey, what up, homie? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just give me them vibes. Like,
and animal welfare.
He got a black and mild hanging over his ear type. Like, you know what I'm saying? Gold grill type.
Has remained a polarizing topic, but his journey from disgrace to redemption offers valuable lessons about accountability, resilience, and the possibility of transformation. Recently, in 2024, Vick took on a new challenge as the head football coach at Norfolk State University, a historically black college in Virginia. This role marked a return to his roots and an opportunity to inspire the next generation.
Okay, Mike Vick.
Michael Vick's life story is one of extraordinary highs and devastating lows. It is a reminder that success can be fleeting and that the choices we make have profound consequences. However, it also highlights the power of redemption and the human capacity for growth. From troubling times in Newport News to becoming an NFL legend, Michael Vick's legacy will forever be debated, but one thing is for certain. His journey is a powerful testament to resilience of the human spirit. Subscribe.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for that content. Who that is, Metro Stories. I'm already subscribed to you. Check out him if you want to watch that without my commentary. But till next time, it's your boy Rado Rizzo, and I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace. Hey, let's get into some games, baby. Let's get into some games, baby.